Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Nationals Park for today's game between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Jacob deGrom takes the mound for New York. He's made one start on the year and is 1-0 with an ERA of 0. His first start against Washington. He'll be opposed by Steven Strasburg for Washington. He's made one start on the year and is 0-1 and has an ERA of 7.71. His first start against New York, it's 69 degrees, wind speed 50 miles an hour, out to right, and we have a light rain. Let's play ball. Now, we are using Action PC, the Dave Koch game, and you're going to get a chance to live it. Games are a lot quicker than rolling the dice. And let's look at the lineup for the Mets. It's Conforto leading it off. I may have said we're in New York and we're in Washington. Conforto leading it off. Cabrera at second base, batting second. Cespedes batting third in left field. Bruce in right field, batting cleanup. Frazier at third base, batting fifth. Gonzalez batting sixth at first base. Kevin Plawecki at catcher. Reyes, the shortstop, batting eighth. Ninth is Jacob deGrom. And it's Strasburg on the mound for the Nationals. The Nationals defense is Eaton in left, Taylor in center, and Harper in right. Rendon at third, Turner at short, Kendrick at second, and Zimmerman playing first base. Behind the plate is Montero, and the pitcher is Strasburg. Here's the first pitch. And that's lifted to right field. And right there is Harper, one away. Next is Asdrubal Cabrera. The pitch to Cabrera, that's lifted to high to right field, down the line. And Harper at the track, and he puts it away, and that retires Cabrera. And that's strike three to Cespedes. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first, and it's deGrom on the mound for the Mets against Adam Eaton, the left fielder. Here's the pitch from deGrom, and that's lined base hit to center field, and getting it quickly is Conforto. Eaton is on at first. And there, Eaton was on the run. It's a grounder to third, and that's Frazier. Frazier throws out I'm not sure who, Rendon, who was running. So Eaton is now moves over to second, and it's Bryce Harper, the batter. Here's the pitch to Harper, and that gets away from Plawecki, and that's going to be a wild pitch. That allows Eaton to go to third. So only one out. There's an RBI opportunity here for Harper. The infield is going to play back this early in the game. Here's the pitch, and Harper down on strikes. Call strike 3. Harper was crossed up there, and deGrom gets a strikeout. Zimmerman, and that's chopped to the third baseman, who fires to first and gets Zimmerman for the third out. All right, now in the top of the second, it's going to be Jay Bruce and Frazier, and then Gonzalez. Here's a pitch from Strasburg. And that's a swing and a miss. Curveball got him on the outside half of the plate. And it's Todd Frazier. And that's a strikeout. The sign from Montero, curveball, and it's strike 3. Adrian Gonzalez with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Gonzalez bats from the left side. Now he's being given a second opportunity. He was actually cut, and the Mets signed him for, I think, $400,000. He's given it one last try here with the Mets. Played with L.A. and San Diego, and at one point was with the Red Sox. Adrian Gonzalez. A professional hitter for many, many years. Here's the pitch from Strasburg. It's swung on. That's chopped to second base. That's going to be an easy out, 4-3. And that retires the side. We go to the bottom half of the second inning. It's going to be Howie, Kendrick, Turner, and Montero. Here's the pitch from deGrom to Kendrick. And that's banged up the middle. It's skied. And Conforto's under it. Makes the catch. Trey Turner. And that's bounced to third. And Frazier better hurry. Trey Turner's got some speed. And he gets him by a step. 2 outs now, and it's Montero. And that's a swing and a miss. Plawecki hung on. 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. And after 2, it's New York 0, Washington 0. We are replaying the 2018 Mets season. We are in Game 5. New York, actually this is Game 6, excuse me. Mets record is 3-2, and the Washington record is 2-4. And here's the pitch. That's a strikeout. Plawecki leads off the inning, goes down on strikes. He can take a seat. So it's Jose Reyes. Now, Jose Reyes is a batting title winner. At one time, he was the best hitter in the National League. And his skills have deteriorated. He is now 34 years old and hasn't had a hit yet. Now, he's going to walk. So that's tight. And the 3-2 pitch outside. Reyes, potential threat to steal with Montero behind the plate. And there goes Reyes. Throw down a second, and Reyes is safe. Second stolen base of the year for Reyes. Reyes on its second now. And deGrom is going to bunt. Sack bunt, and he squares, and the ball's out in front of the plate, and Montero throws to third. And he's out. They get Reyes at third base. So that's 2 outs now. And deGrom is on at first. Conforto, the batter, he's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Conforto. And that's ball 4. So Conforto waited it out. And on a 3-0 count, gets the walk. So runners on first and second. deGrom's on at second. Conforto on at first. There's 2 outs here in the top of the third inning, and it's Cabrera. Now, Asdrubal Cabrera batted .277 with 18 home runs with the Mets and he was traded to the Phillies, and I think with the Phillies he hit another 5 home runs because he ended the season with 23 home runs. Now he had a problem with moving to second base originally when the Mets thought that he didn't have the range that he should at short, and they moved him to second. And he was upset with Terry Collins back in, I think it was 2016 or 2017, I can't really remember. But I know he asked to be traded at one point. He was upset. But then he settled down and he had a pretty good season at second base. And he played some third base as well. So that particular season, I think it was 2017, he played shortstop, second base, and third base for the Mets. And he's been a consistent hitter ever since joining the team. Here's the pitch, runners on first and second. They both get their lead with 2 outs. And here's the pitch to Cabrera. And it's swung on, it's lifted to center field. And right there is Taylor, and he puts it away. So in the bottom of the third, it's going to be Strasburg, deGrom, and that's bounced to second base. And deGrom's going to run, and he's actually, the first baseman went over there to try to get it. And that's going to be, he did get it, and he flipped it quickly to lead deGrom to the bag. and that's one away now. Next is Michael Taylor. The pitch to Taylor, that's ball 4. So Taylor manages a walk off deGrom. And up is Eaton, who's 1 for 1. Here's the pitch to Eaton. That's a strikeout. So, swing and a miss by Eaton, 2 outs, and it's Rendon, Anthony Rendon. Now, Anthony Rendon hit 24 home runs, drove in 92 and batted .308, so he's a heck of a ball player. Played pretty good third base as well, and has good speed to steal bases. There goes the runner, and the throw down, and he's out. Plawecki guns down Taylor, trying to steal second. And that retires the side. Leading it off for the Mets here in the top of the 4th is Yoenis Cespedes. Here's the pitch from Strasburg, and that's bounced to short. And up with it, and across the diamond, gets Cespedes by a step. Cespedes hustling down the line. That's 1 away. Jay Bruce now. Jay Bruce is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Strasburg. That's lifted, and that's banged for a double in the gap. And Bruce hustles into second base, and he's safe under the tag. So a 1-out double for Bruce. He's on at second base, and it's the Todd father, Todd Frazier. Played with the Yankees in 2017, and in 2018, joined the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Strasburg. Bruce takes his lead off second. Oh, that shouldn't happen. And steps in, miss, a swing and a miss, and strike. That's a strikeout, 2 outs, and now it's Adrian Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Adrian. It's a bouncer to first, and it looks like the first baseman's going to take it himself. Zimmerman got in front of it, took an awkward bounce, but he stepped on the bag. All right, so we are in the bottom half of the 4th. It's no score. Both pitchers are locked in a pitching duel. Anthony Rendon, he's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from deGrom, and that's lifted to left field and down the line, and that's in the bleachers. That's out of here. Rendon connects, gives the Nationals a 1-0 lead. Bruce Harper steps into the plate. deGrom looks for the sign, sets, deals the pitch, and that's lifted to right field. It's going to be shallow, and that's out of play. Foul ball. Here's the pitch to Harper, and Harper, outside corner, strike 3, 1 away. Zimmerman, who's 0 for 1, Ryan Zimmerman. And that's hit up the middle, and that's a base hit. 1 hops. Conforto gets it in quickly, and Zimmerman is on with a 1-out single. Kendrick now, Howie Kendrick. And that's outside corner. Not what he was looking for, but it's a punch out. So down on strikes is Howie Kendrick. 2 outs, and it's Trey Turner. Turner's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Trey Turner. And that's bounced to the shortstop, and he goes the short way to the second baseman, and that's the force, and that retires the side. All right, so Strasburg again climbs the mound, and he's ready for Plawecki. Plawecki steps in the box. Here's the pitch from Strasburg, and he hits Plawecki. Plawecki, not happy about that, but trots down to first base. Was not intentional, but it hit him in the ribs. So that's got a sting. Now you got Reyes with Plawecki on at first, and we're going to bunt here. Let's see what, Reyes squares away, and the ball rolls foul. Montero picked it up the minute it got onto the foul side of the line to prevent it from kind of rolling back. All right, so we're going to try it again here with Reyes. He squares, and it's a bouncer. Nope, and that was foul back. And there was, I believe there was 2 strikes. I was not aware of that. There was 2 strikes, so I shouldn't have bunted again. But you live and you learn. So now there's 1 out, and deGrom, deGrom's gonna hit, and deGrom lifts one to center field, and right there is the center fielder, Michael Taylor, 2 away, and Michael Conforto. Conforto had a good season, good power numbers, especially after the All-Star break. And Conforto hit 28 home runs, drove in 82. Drove in 52 after the All-Star break. All right, here's the pitch to Conforto. Conforto swings and lifts one to center field on a line, and right there is Taylor. And no, it dropped in front of him, and that's going to be a base hit. They're asking me a 52% chance to send Plawecki to third, and I'm going to say no, just leave him at second. Don't want to risk sending Plawecki, who doesn't have good wheels, to third. So here's Cabrera. Cabrera's 0 for 2. Conforto gets his lead off first, Plawecki off second. There's 2 outs, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch, and that's bounced to second base. Second baseman flips to the shortstop, and that retires the side. All right, Montero now is the batter. Jake deGrom pitching a 3-hitter. And the Nationals are up 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th, excuse me. Here's the pitch, and it's lifted to left field. And no, it's fouled back to the stands. Montero again, the pitch to Montero, and that's bounced to second base. Over to first, 4-3, 1 away. And it's Strasburg. Here's the pitch to Strasburg. And that's lined center field on a hop. So that's a base hit for Strasburg. Not a good jump by Conforto on that. Kind of fooled him a little bit. And Michael Taylor with Strasburg on at first. Here's the pitch to Taylor. And that's bounced up the middle and through to center field for a base hit. So first and second with only 1 out. And we're going to make a visit to the mound. So we click on deGrom here. And it asks me, you want to visit a mound trip? Yep. And deGrom is strong. So we're not going to make a change as of yet. And it's Adam Eaton, who's 1 for 2 with 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's 1-0 Washington. Here's the pitch. And the catcher, Plawecki, is going to go out to speak to deGrom. Here's the pitch, and it's a strikeout. So it's a curve, swing and a miss, and deGrom gets the punch out. 2 outs now, and it's Anthony Rendon. Rendon is 1 for 2, and he connected for a 4-bagger earlier in the 4th inning to give the Nats that 1-0 lead, and now he's at the plate with runners on first and second. So deGrom wants to pitch to him very carefully. Doesn't want to repeat his earlier mistake. Here's the pitch to Rendon, and that's bounced to short. And Reyes flips to Cabrera for the force. Now in the top of the 6th is Cespedes. Strasburg on the mound. Here's the pitch to Cespedes. Cespedes with good power. That's lined to left field. That's going to be a base hit, so Cespedes on with a single. Jay Bruce, who's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Bruce, and that's lifted to center field. And back goes Taylor to the track and makes the catch. Gets it in quickly, and back to first is Cespedes. Here's Todd Frazier. And that's swung on and hit to high fly. It's going to be center field. Taylor there again. 2 away. And Adrian Gonzalez, who's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Strasburg. And it's swung on and missed. And Gonzalez goes down swinging to retire the side. All right, so deGrom's looking strong on the mound. And here's Harper. Harper's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that's line and right at the right fielder. Bruce had him played perfectly, and he makes the catch 1 away. Here's Zimmerman, and Zimmerman is fooled. Took strike 3. Looked back at the ump. Ump doesn't want to know anything about it, just walked away. 2 outs. And it's Howie Kendrick who's 0 for 2. Here's a pitch to Kendrick. That's a bouncer to first. That's Gonzalez. He's going to take it himself. And that's going to be out number 3, so that retires the side. We're in the top half of the 7th inning. For the Mets is going to be Plawecki, Reyes, and perhaps a pinch hitter for deGrom. We don't know yet. Let's see what happens. So here's the pitch to Plawecki, and that's strike 3. 0-2 count. Strike 3 called. Plawecki can take a seat. Should have been protecting, but instead he's watching the ball. And with 1 out, it's Reyes. Reyes is 0 for 1. I believe Reyes, I don't know, let me see. Okay, if we can see what Reyes is doing today. Gives you lots of stats on Reyes, what he does versus everybody. I don't know where to click to see how he's doing today. There must be a place to see that. Oh, he walked in the 3rd and struck out in the 5th. Thank you. You just click on his name right there. See that? So I'm learning this game as I'm kind of showing you how to run it. Pretty nice game. Now, I sent an email. I may not have sent it to the right address because I haven't gotten a response yet. I was asking if there were any more seasons available for, and that's an obvious question. I believe there are many, probably every season. Who knows? But I don't know anything about it. I just bought this yesterday. Pretty fun. Reyes, the batter. Here's the pitch to Reyes, and that's ball 4. So Reyes waits him out, manages a walk, works the count. And Reyes on at first. Now Reyes has a steal. He won't be going again here. It's deGrom here in the top of the 7th. And we're going to allow deGrom to square away. And he bunts it. And the catcher up is going to throw to first. Second baseman covering. I believe that was a second baseman covering. Yes. So Reyes is on to second base now. And Michael Conforto. 2 outs. Reyes is on at second. Conforto at the plate. This is the tying run at second base with 2 outs. Kinsler is in there for Strasburg now. I didn't see that. I got to click that so they actually options. Not going to do that now, but you can put in there an option so that they alert you as to when they make a pitching change. All right, here's the pitch to Conforto, and that's strike 3 call. Retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors after 6.5. Washington 1, New York none. So deGrom seems okay, but we definitely have some action in the Met bullpen, and it's Trey Turner. And Trey Turner will lead off the inning. It's an 0-2 count. deGrom delivers. Turner swings and misses. deGrom rings him up. All right, so stepping in the box is Miguel Montero. He's 0 for 2. Montero struck out in the 2nd and grounded out in the 5th. All right, here's a pitch to Montero with 1 out. And that's lifted to right field. And that may be in the seats. No. Fly ball down the right field line. Bruce gets there and puts it away to retire Montero. 2-way. And it's Kinsler. They're going to pinch hit. It's going to be Matt Adams. Left-handed power hitter. He's got 2 home runs already and 3 RBIs in the 2018 season. So deGrom better be careful. You know what? With 6, so far it's 6 2/3 for deGrom. All right, here's a pitch to Adams, and that's Adams rips and comes up empty. deGrom rings him up. No runs, no hits, no errors after 7 complete. Washington 1, New York none. Matt Grace is now pitching for Washington. All right, it's going to be Asdrubal Cabrera leading it off. He's a switch hitter, batting right. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on, lifted to left field, and back goes the left fielder to the line, and that's in the seats. It's out of here. Asdrubal Cabrera ties up the game here in the top half of the 8th inning. It's 1-1 now, and I believe that's Cabrera's 3rd or 4th home run of the season. 349-foot blast. We got to check the exit velocity on that. I know it's no faster than me going to the refrigerator, that's for sure. All right, Cespedes 1 for 3. Steps in the box. And here's the pitch, and that's ball 4. So you can see that Grace is recognizably disturbed by that meatball he gave Asdrubal. So the game is tied here in the top of the 8th inning. The amazing Mets showing their stuff. Jay Bruce with Cespedes on at first. Here's the pitch to Bruce, and they try to get Cespedes, but he's back at first, keeping him close. And here's the pitch to Bruce again. It's swung on, it's bounced up the middle and through the pitcher's spot to the second baseman, who steps on the bag and throws to first, and that's going to be a double play, a 4-3 double play. Oh, actually, it was Grace. The ball was hit to Grace. He turned to Kendrick at second and then back to first. So it's a 1-4-3 double play. 2 out, nobody on. Todd Frazier. It's swung on and it's lifted to center field, right center field, and that's a base hit. Drops in front of Michael Taylor. So with 2 outs, it's a 2-out knock. And we may get a pitching change here. I don't know what's happening. The game froze. Oh, I see. Try for a double with Frazier. His chance 89% with 2 outs. Yes. Here's a throw to second, and he is safe at second base under the tag. So Taylor cut it off and got it in quickly, but Frazier hustling kind of surprised everybody. And despite the bullet thrown in there by Taylor, Frazier was able to sneak under the tag for a 2-out double. He's in scoring position, and it's Adrian Gonzalez. So we may bring a pinch hitter. Let's take a look at that. We need a righty, and we have Brandon Nimmo, but first base. Oh, we have Wilmer Flores, exactly the guy we want. So Wilmer Flores is going to come in. He's going to pinch hit for Adrian Gonzalez against Solis. Now, Flores has been known, is very popular in New York for his walk-offs. I think he's the Met walk-off, the career Met walk-off leader for the team. And he has the opportunity here in the top of the 8th inning to not walk off, but give the Mets the lead with a single, because Frazier will be going on contact with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. So Solis the lefty. Let's see, and Flores steps in the box. And Wilmer Flores will pinch hit, but he's 1 for 1, and they'll give him the free pass. So they're going to walk Flores first and second, and it's going to be Kevin Plawecki. Do we have another pinch hitter here? Juan Lagares. Bro, we got Brandon Nimmo. And then we can bring in, but it's still early, if we bring in our catcher. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to bring in pinch hitter Brandon Nimmo. So Brandon Nimmo is going to bat for Plawecki. And he's batting from the left side. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's lifted to right field, and that's deep. Back to the track is Harper. He looks up. It's out of here. 3-run home run, pinch hit home run for Brandon Nimmo. And the Mets are now up 4-1. Genius managerial strategy implemented by yours truly to bring in the lefty versus lefty, defying all reason and logic, sabermetrics. And it's Reyes. Reyes with 2 outs here. It's a big, huge 2-out rally for the Mets. Here's the pitch to Reyes, and it swings. He lifts it to center field. Michael Taylor back to the track and makes the catch. That retires the side. So we're going to replace deGrom here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And let's take a quick peek at it. It's going to be Michael Taylor, Eaton, and Rendon. So it's righty, lefty, righty. So we're going to bring in a righty. We're going to bring in Robert Gazelman. And Gazelman is going to right here, come in a Nimmo spot. And then we're going to have to do a double switch. We need a first baseman. That's going to be Flores. And then the catcher is going to be in the ninth. He's going to bat in the ninth spot. And he's going to bat in the ninth spot. There we go. This is a great little game here. Real easy to navigate. You just put your cursor on the player and double click, and it allows you to do everything. All right, so it's Robert Gazelman. Let's talk about Gazelman a little bit. Gazelman, let's see. I'm trying to learn what he's doing here. Oh, Gazelman. This is the replay information. I don't know how to get the regular information on Gazelman. Let's see. Got to learn to do that. But anyway, Gazelman's a decent pitcher for right now. All right, here's the pitch to Taylor. And it swung on its bounce to the shortstop. And Reyes across the diamond throws out Taylor by a step. Taylor can really fly down that line. One away. And it's Adam Eaton. Here's the pitch to Eaton. And that's a swing and a miss. 2 away. Eaton has fanned 3 times today. And with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th is Anthony Rendon. Here's the pitch to Tony. And that's bounced to short. Reyes fires the first and retires aside. Top of the 9th, it's going to be Darno leading it off. Here's the pitch. And that's lifted to left field, but right at the left fielder. And making the catch is Adam Eaton, 1 away. Next is Michael Conforto, who's 1 for 3. And strike 3 called, 2 down. Cabrera, batting lefty. Cabrera tied the game with a solo shot in the top of the 8th inning when the Mets scored 4 runs. And here's the pitch, and that's bounced through the hole and into left field. Getting it in quickly is Adam Eaton, and Cabrera's got his 2nd hit of the game. Cespedes, the batter, who's 1 for 3. Yoenis Cespedes is struck out, grounded out, lined a single to left, and then walked. Here's the pitch. And it's swung on, it's lifted to left field, and back goes left fielder, and that ball's out of here. And it's a 2-run shot for Yoenis Cespedes, and that puts the Mets up 6-1, and the Washington crowd is headed towards the exits. Kelly on the mound, Sean Kelly, ex-Yankee. And it's Bruce, who's 1 for 4. Here's the pitch to lefty Bruce. It's swung on, and that's ball 4. He held up, and he manages a walk. So with 2 outs, Sean Kelly's not going to face the right-handed hitting Todd Frazier, the Todd father. Mets are up 6-1. They scored 4 in the 8th and 2 here in the 9th. And here's the pitch, and that's strike 3. Strike 3 called, and that retires the side. So Gazelman's going to finish off this game. You know what? We're going to bring in Jerry Blevins. Blevins. All right. Blevins is on the mound. Harper's 0 for 3 today, and that's ball 4. So Blevins loses Harper, and it's Zimmerman. Here's the pitch to Zimmerman. That's lifted to left field, and back goes the left fielder and makes the catch. 1 down, right at Cespedes. Had to back up a few steps, but was right there. All right, here's Howie Kendrick. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch, and that's a fouled off. It's fouled off. Strike 2 now. Here's the pitch to Kendrick again, and that's bounced up the middle. And I believe that's a 1-4-3 double play. Game over, double play. Let me see. Let's quickly see this. It doesn't tell me. All right, so nothing came across in the bottom of the 9th, but the Mets turn a nice double play, and they win the game by a score of 6-1. So they improve their record to 4-2. We'll look at the box now. The Mets win at 6-1. They improve their record. deGrom goes 2-0. Grace loses it. The stars of the game is Cespedes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, a home run and 2 RBIs, and Anthony Rendon went 1 for 4 with a home run. The Mets are now 4-2. The Washington Nationals are 2-5. The big hit of the game was let's see, it was the 3-run pinch hit home run by Nimmo in that top of the 8th inning, which basically shocked the stadium, including this announcer. But let's look at deGrom. He went 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, gave up 1 home run, a walk, and struck out 9. And he's got an 0.61 ERA. So I'm going to try to stream deGrom's games and keep you guys abreast of what's going on with the Mets in 2018 replay. So this is Combat Painter saying so long. The final line score was Mets 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Washington 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. The big hit of the game was that pinch hit 3-run home run in the top of the 8th inning by Brandon Nimmo when the game was tied by 1 at 1. And that's it. So thanks for stopping by and checking out PC Action Baseball from David Koch. And I'll see